So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 18 of Attack on Titan. It was a difficult episode because of many reasons. Um, the links are in the description. Go watch the reaction and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And stuff lagged pretty weirdly. So let's start with the beginning. No opening, nice. So we start with Eren looking at Armin being scorched, but as I've said in the previous episode, yes, this looks really bad. But it's just skin, guys. It is just skin. If skin is burning, there's a lot of water in your body. He's not like a piece of paper. He's not gonna burn completely, no. He's gonna like be evaporating like a brittle titan because there's a lot of liquid in it. So you do not burn like that. Yeah, his upper layers of skin was burned. His hair was burned, but his eyes were not burned. He had like these little tiny skin thingies in his eyes. His lips were not burned, so this is not something you're gonna die from. I said that from in the previous episode, and yeah, he was alive, though he fell from a huge height, I suppose. That's something exploded there pretty hardly, but thankfully it did not kill him in the end. And then, man, I already forgot about that part. So let us speak about that, please. The fucking thing with the red eyes looking scary as shit. Man, I never thought this thing would be looking so creepy. You know? Just just make it with red eyes. It looks like death. Awfully looking, man. And the smile, this horse smile, just the ugliest Titan ever. So we have this dialogue. You don't look like. No, one sec. So Eren understands that this Zeke guy is a monkey. Is he the Beast Titan? Are you Eren Yeager? So Monkey knows about Eren Yeager. I mean, he can know about that from Reiner and Bertolt. This is not a big thing. But then you don't look anything like your father. So you know our father, Eren's father. You know, at least you know how it looks, how he looks, and then he says like we're both victims. Nani, says Eren. Please believe me. I understand what you've been through. Ooh. We are both victims of that man. You've been brainwashed by your father. Man, I cannot do that. Unfortunately, too bad. It's like very interesting thing. There's like a switch from this guy's face to Grisha's face. So we're both victims of that man, and he understands that Grisha did something to Eren, being brainwashed. I don't think Grisha brainwashed Eren. Eren was always like doing that himself, like always, because his mother was killed. He was living in these terrible walls and stuff. We're both victims of that man and brainwashed man. So he knowed Grisha. He was his victim. and then they make this little switch from face of this guy to face of Grisha, and they look like super exactly the same. Completely. Are you brother of Grisha? Huh? So we know there was a father thing here, but man, he was speaking about his father, so it's not like. How old are you, monkey boy? How old Grisha was? How long he was running with his Titan form? The monkey was mentioning his father. I mean, Grisha may be his brother, or maybe even his father. It depends on how long Grisha was running with his monkey, with his Titan thing in him. You know, like Ymir, he could have been running there like for 20 years, and his son could have like grown. I just don't know the age of these old guys, but the way they showing it, and so they definitely has this connection, brainwashed by your father, and the brainwashing thing. That's what's not. What that's what makes it even better. Is that a lot of comments, in episode 15, you all know there was like 5 million comments, and a lot of people, my moderator just let it through in the end because there's gonna delete like half of the comments that are trying to hint stuff. I said to him like, okay, just leave them be, show me them, because I expect stuff to be explained about Reiner and Battle. And a lot of people were like, oh, they were brainwashed. It's not their fault. Like protecting them, okay? Like, because I don't like people who kill other people. And you're like, no, you have to like them because they were brainwashed. It's not their fault. I mean, okay, they're still killing people. It doesn't mean I should like them if they were brainwashed. Like I can feel bad for them deep inside, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be like cheering for every kill they may make. So, and the brainwash term was here and there. So I suppose those guys, Reiner, Bertolt, Annie, everyone, they were little kids, and they were kind of brainwashed, forced to do whatever they were doing. And I remember Annie's father was like, "Sorry, excuse me, please, I'm sorry." So he did something bad, and he regretted that in the end. So he probably also did the same thing. And maybe Grisha was his father and brainwashed him, or maybe his brother and brainwashed him, because he could have been like a younger brother and brainwashed him as a kid, because they all like kill humanity. They're intentionally showing us like the face switch. And then he says like, I'm gonna my dad. And then Mr. Death himself appears, Levi Ackerman, looking like he killed everything. The way he looks is like scary, man. Open mouth, white eyes evaporating. He's like returned from the dead, man. It looks amazing, literally. And he sleeps. He has no gas. He spent all of his gas. Finally, when my injuries forced me to call this a draw. This is the end of you. So he understands. I mean, the monkey could probably, this ugly titan could probably like try to grab Bertolt even if Eren kills him. At least they cannot use him. Because, like, okay, kill the guy. Okay, poor guy. But you're not gonna get his power in the end. But no, monkey stupid. Like, okay, have this guy for you, eat him, do whatever you want. We're gonna go buy it. And I'm gonna ride this huge ass titan who could probably kill you in an instant. So, at least thank you for not doing that, I suppose. Stupid monkey. And it ran away, saving Reiner. Then Levi arrives. Like, give me your gas. Yeah, yeah, sure, says Eren. And then we see Armin breathing. And Midnight Sun. And then we switch to Reiner situation. Hanji found a metal box with a letter for Ymir and was like stupid enough to knock on it and like, is that the bomb? Bam, 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 you know? What's up with people doing stupid things in this episode? And Reiner says like, I'm not gonna speak with you, but this is a letter for Krista from Ymir. What's up with Ymir, man? She's probably not even alive anymore. But Hanji loses temper and tries to kill Reiner, and I can understand her in a way, because this guy is immortal. You cannot kill him by doing anything. You can slice his head, like blow it. It's not gonna work. It's gonna transfer his mind in your blade, and kill you with it in the end. But again, I mean, it's not their fault they lost him in the end. Because it was smart to keep this guy alive. Like Annie, like they're like important. They have power, this crazy power, and maybe we'll be able to somehow find the syringe or use it more than one times, or maybe find another one. Who knows what's in Grisha's basement, right? So keeping him alive was a smart decision, and John proposing that was a smart uh, as well thing. Then they remember Erwin showing them poor Erwin being alive and beautiful. And Marlowe. And this guy's names, which Chotch, some Floch. So Levi have it. And they wanted to have Bert Reiner here also to have his power. Man, I wish they had two syringes or had an ability to split it. They could have saved both of them, but then again, Monkey took Reiner. Hanji actually tried to kill him, but she like kinda tried to kill him, kinda not tried to kill him. He was just making him suffer in the end. It's not like I like him, what he was doing, but it's not like I want him to suffer. I want Monkey to suffer, to be honest, because Monkey is beyond any redemption for me. So Hanji says like, go check the situation with Bertolt, and Mikasa's like, sees poor Armin being burned. Gives the signal to kill Reiner, and exactly at that moment, this stupid horse-looking titan appears, tries to eat Hanji, but fails. Thank you, John, for saving my woman. But they take Reiner in the end, and they even stop Connie, so he could, so he will not follow them and die trying to find them, because his guess could just end here and there. And then Levi almost given the syringe, and appears this guy, Floch guy, with Aaron Smith being very badly wounded, but alive, man. He was still alive. I said, you guys, he's not gonna die like this. This is Erwin Smith. He can scare death itself. Poor man. Levi sees that uh, it keeps the syringe because this is Erwin Smith, and I don't know when should I start speaking about this whole situation, because yes, this is an incredibly difficult choice. This is an incredibly difficult choice. We have Armin, we have Erwin. Armin, both of them has their dreams, had their dreams. Armin wanted to see the world. Uh, Erwin wanted to know the truth and to confirm his father's theory. And of course, Erwin's dream was much more closer than Armin's. But for me, it's not like Armin's was too far away, because there's like, here's the wall and here's the world. Look at it. It just takes more time because you need to travel, but Erwin's was here already. Um, and they both have had to drop their dreams before sacrificing himself. And yes, both of them sacrificed themselves. The situations were different, and they were bringing the way that Armin uh, helped in this situation, this situation. Absolutely true, guys. Armin is incredibly smart and amazing character, and he actually was very useful with understanding all these mysteries and connecting the dots. But then again, I just want you to understand my way of thoughts, and I've told you that in the reaction itself. Armin was in this position. Armin had this information, and he used that to solve this situation. Erwin was not in those situations. He was not in Trust. They were somewhere away. He was not on this side of the wall to deal with Bertolt. I don't think Erwin would not be able to handle this situation as well as Armin. But I suppose he'd be handling it a bit differently. He'd be like trying to not to sacrifice himself here, not to sacrifice anyone here. He'd be trying to run away from Bertolt because everyone is dead already there. And about there again, I'm not saying it will happen exactly like I was saying. It's just like examples. If you place Armin on the other side, I'm sure Erwin would be able to handle this situation with Bertolt. At least like sacrificing himself like Armin did. He can do that. He's able to do that. But if you place Armin on the other side of the wall, he would not be able to do what Erwin did. How can Armin, with all his smartest smart, be able to handle the monkey situation? He's been like bombarded with rocks from like kilometer away, and there's like titans, and you have like only one Levi, horses, and newbies. What can you do with that? Armin will be not enough, even if he could create this plan, like Erwin did. Like, let's sacrifice ourselves and run there. There will be not enough courage in him, not enough, not sharpness, but Erwin is like a stone, like in the battle he was like dinging, banging, like he saw that, he saw battle. He knows the feeling when you lose people. He knows the feeling when you have to let these people to die. He's been through that. He is a leader for a reason. He has this insane charisma. Armin doesn't have this. And especially he doesn't have an experience. If even if Armin started screaming like, "Oh, please, could you please go there and die under these boulders?" These guys would not hear him. Maybe one, two, five, but not everyone. And so yeah, Monkey just kills everyone there. And you're telling me that yeah, Armin cannot replace Erwin Smith. And was just like one situation. Of course, Armin was smart. Yes, he's great, but he just cannot replace Erwin Smith. This is period, guys. I don't know how they're gonna fight without Erwin. Everything's gonna go to shit without Erwin Smith. Pixies, Pixies can probably try, but Pixies is not the type of guy. He's also great, but he's not the type of guy. He's not gonna be able to. The Zachary guy who tortures people, he's not a soldier. No, he's just a kind of like political person already. Like, no, Erwin. I don't see future without Erwin. And you might say, like, I remember that part in the end when they brought Kenny with being like, you have to like, what was he like? You have to be drunk on something like to move forward. This is correct, but it doesn't mean that you have to be born and be drunk with something like a one single thing. You can achieve one goal and then start moving towards another. It's not like life works like this. Oh, I'm gonna get work and what? And get promoted, and get richer, and get married, and go to Japan. You know, goals are rising in the future everywhere. Yes, Erwin could achieve his goal right here, but then he sees what's there and he's like, guys, we're doing that. We're moving. We're doing that. Just imagine his happiness and his dedication. Maybe he will not find the real answers there. He's like, oh, answers there, like under this tree, and they're gonna move forward. It's not like Erwin is useful when he found his dream, and it's not like Armin is useful when he is. No, it's not like Erwin is useless, if he lost his dream, and it's not like Armin is useful only because he has dream. You will not win a war on a dreams, man. Hitler had a dream, a bad one. He lost. It doesn't mean you can win a war with having dreams. Real soldiers win wars. People who saw stuff, who are ready to go. Just don't get me wrong. I'm happy that Armin is alive. I never wanted him to die, and I'm happy he's alive, and this is great. And he's smart, and I'm sure he's gonna be useful for us. But I would choose Erwin. Because Erwin was my favorite character. Like, absolutely. I can have, like, top 10 characters, and the number 3 is here, number 2 is here, and number 1 is there. And this is where Erwin is. This is the greatest guy. He's human. And he's a great human. With his bad sides, with his good sides, But he's a great, legendary human being. And losing him, at least for me, I just don't see a future. Everything's gonna go to shit after that. You already saw. You saw how Eren and Mikasa just Levi is their commander in a way. And they just attacked him like no, just acting like little kids. I understand you're emotional. I understand this completely. But goddammit, you almost killed him, Mikasa. I didn't like the. I mean, I can understand both sides, but I don't agree with Eren and Mikasa's side on this. Wait, this is Erwin Smith. And then they bring this guy, Flock, I don't know, I mean, I have to listen his name again. He said that, like, Erwin is devil. The fuck, man? And you need to have devil, and yada yada. Maybe you guys felt that, because he was leading you to deaths. But he was leading you to deaths not because he wanted you to die. If he could have, he would have saved every single of your asses. But he should have used that, and he used that. He used your young buddies to take this critical blow so Levi could handle the Beast Titan. Yeah, he have to be bad sometimes. If you look at this, in a different angles. But he's doing bad because of a better good. And it's often, really often in our life, you cannot do good without doing little bad, you know. Just if you have some issues with your body, you have some weird feeling, what are you doing? You're going and giving your blood, It's painful, fuck yeah, especially if you're giving a lot. Like one time I've got like four like battle bottles like this taken from my arm, and now after the fourth one I was like, man, can I go please? I took four fucking candies for that. Why I'm showing three when I'm speaking four? I took four candies for my suffering. But yeah, it was painful, it was bad, but it was in a way of making a better good, because then I got the analysis, and oh, you have like this problem and we can help you. This is absolutely normal. This is life. This is world. This is war. It's not like you can hug your bodies and say, "Look, let's win war by jumping together and singing songs." So fuck that with like Erwin being devil. It's like it's only you. It's only some people who just almost died under his command may think like this. But he's not a demon. He is a hero. And a hero who suffers his who where I remember like few episodes ago you saw that he feels the responsibility for every single soldier died under his command. He was standing on a pile of bodies. He's not inhuman. He has feelings as well. He's just too good. He's able to overcome these feelings. He's able to push forward. So I kind of understand the way he was saying that, but I'm completely disagree by saying that he was like evil and bad. No, he's not evil. He is not bad. Even pigeons. This fucking birds. I hate pigeons, by the way. Uh, they consider to be the bird of peace or something like this. But even pigeons can attack poor little birdies and kill them because they're fucking animals already. It's not like. I mean, why the hell I was starting speaking about that? Screw that. Screw pigeons. Just. I'm sure this episode split guys on the side of Erwin and on the side of Armin. It's not like you can be neutral, like, I don't care. Heal someone. I'm looking at it through the two mirrors. First mirror is my love towards Erwin. Huge respect and huge love towards the man. And the second one is my vision of the situation and understanding that this mechanism you cannot, remove from this situation. If you remove him, everything goes to shit. You cannot continue forward without him. Who? Hanji. If Erwin dies, Hanji should be the one. But Hanji is not the type. She's great. She's not the commander type. She's not gonna handle that. She's not gonna be able to do that. And by the way, again about Armin, he was super smart, yeah, but a lot of things about Titans he understood, Hanji also understood them. So it's like if you remove Armin, you have Hanji for smart things and you have Erwin for war stuff. But if you remove Erwin and like let Armin live, like what? You have like two smart guys who are competing with themselves being smart. I love Armin. He's great, but he's not the one. And in the end, Levi, this is the best argument, I suppose. Levi felt that Erwin was suffering, I suppose. And Erwin said that sometimes he was pushing towards his dream. He was saying that sometimes he felt it would be better to die. Maybe, yes. This was basically the real reason for Levi to switch sides, because he felt Erwin was tired, and bringing him back is like not respecting him. Finally, finding rest, but Erwin was saying that in a very very desperate situation. He just said whatever was on his mind, his deep feelings and emotions. Everyone sometimes have to do that. Sometimes have to speak out, speak away. Maybe not fully, not completely, but Eren just gave everything he had. But it doesn't mean like there is a state called depression, right? You feel like everything is bad now. But there's other state, opposite to that, when you feel like, yeah, I'm ready. And just Erwin was in the lowest uh, position, basically. He was just depressed. He understood that yes, things are bad. How can we deal with that? Like he's a human being. He also feels bad. He also like have emotions. But I'm sure if you would uh, resurrect him, he would be like, "Oh wow, thank you guys, man." What's with the basement? And they're gonna go to the basement and see something, and his eyes are like this, and he's like, "We're going forward." That's how I see that. And Armin's gonna probably awake and say stuff like, "Why you choose me? Why you choose me? You have to choose Erwin because he's best." And I can understand completely Armin in this scenario, because this was the right choice. It's just Levi's own personal feelings. That why? Well, that's why Erwin was not resurrected. And the dog's barking, by the way. So you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, guys. I respect your opinion as well, but just for me, it's Erwin like 10 times out of 10. And the way Eren and Mikasa started acting, man, actually attacking Levi, I can understand them doing that, but this is. Yeah, Armin gonna save the world. Armin will not save the world. I may be wrong. Maybe your manga guys are laughing at me and saying like, "Oh, you haven't seen this brilliant attack that Armin did. Erwin couldn't never do that." Maybe, but from this point, I feel like no. Ermin's not gonna be able to do that. And fucking Flock wanted to kill Erwin. He's just. He's mentally unstable as well. I don't like this guy. And then the guys appear, they see that. Again, Hanji explains. And man, poor Moblit. Just thank you, Moblit, for saving your girl. He was there every fucking episode where Hanji appeared. There was Moblit. Hanji-san! Hanji-san! Wanana! with his awesome voice, always protecting her, always being there. Really, like one of the best characters in Attack on Titan for me. Because I like these small characters with these big roles and this big like development. Because even he got his development. Maybe not that big, but he was just an awesome guy. He was just an amazing guy, and he saved Hanji by pushing her into a well and died. Poor man. I mean, the voice acting and the acting overall was great, and Erwin's speeches were great, but it was his own personal opinion. He was losing his friend. You know, if I was losing my friend and I had like some other man who I know and who I respect, but he's not my friend, like I work with him. I choose my friend, of course, especially if someone's like, "Oh, we have to help him." I'm like, "No, please save my friend. He's my friend." And he's smart, by the way, as well. I can understand them, but I just disagree. This is your feelings. And in the end, it was a battle of feelings. Battle of Eren's feelings and Levi's feelings. And in the end, man, even Kenny appeared with his thing. I don't even know why Levi decided that. That moment when Erwin, I suppose unconsciously, did the like slapped his head off. This was the moment where Levi decided that. It's like maybe this is like this the God's sign that I should not do that. Even like almost dead, Erwin like don't do that. And Erwin was like speaking this, telling this question. So he even dying, he still was like captivated by his dream. But Levi kinda, when he said like, give up on your dream and die, and Erwin said, Levi, thank you. Erwin kinda found peace in a way, yes. But it was just because there was a situation. He should found peace before doing something he was doing. It's not like he didn't want to live. It's not like he didn't want to find the answer in the end. It's just all like symbolic. You can speak about that for ages and never be sure if that's this or that. I don't think Erwin wanted to die. I don't think Erwin didn't want to know his the questions. And Levi, like, I'm not sure. I'm not judging Levi. I'm not judging anyone here. This was a crazy situation, and by reviving Erwin, a lot of people would be sad about Armin, and I would be sad a lot about Armin. And Erwin would probably also might say at some point that, this guy, and I know, by the way, that Erwin respects Armin a lot. In this season, he gave Armin the little squad. He was complimenting him. He trusts Armin, but just if they had like 5 more years together, maybe yes, Armin would be enough, strong enough, strong person inside enough to kind of try to replace Erwin. But at this point, no, he's very smart, but he's a naive, the nice guy. This is not the type of guy who can win the war or change the world. He just have dreams. Everybody had to be drunk on something to keep this going. Yes, Kenny, but it's not like you have to be drunk on some one thing, as I've said already. It's not like, oh, I want a new video card, and then you buy a new video card. And my dream is fulfilled. I don't need to use that video card now. I just wanted it. No, I want new games now. I want new monitor now. I want new processor and new stuff. Cause fuck, this card is not enough. to play this amazing cyberpunk game. This is a big concern for me, by the way. I'm not sure. If some of you know about cyberpunk upcoming game, thumbs up. Because I'm gonna be playing it. And yeah, then Levi revives Armin, and I'm sure a lot of you were happy about that. I was sad. I was happy and sad at the same time. But more sad, because that means that Armin is dead. And Bertolt crying and screaming. But I mean, man, I'm sorry, but it's not like we really wanted that. He even cried to them, like, save me, to our guys. But I'm not gonna save you, man. Not after what have you done and what have you said to us. Like, you all have to die. He screamed Tanya Reiner, and I mean, I feel bad for him as well. As I've said, I don't hate on Reiner because he's Reiner. I don't hate on Bertolt because he's Bertolt. They're interesting characters. And I can see their perspective, goddammit. Even though I don't really know that, but I can understand that there's this. It's not that easy, not that simple. But his actions, his speech, if not he, then we are gonna die. You saw how many people he killed? He killed Moblit right now. He almost killed Hanji. He killed a lot of people. He's not a good guy. Yeah, he died. But if he stayed living, he'd probably kill even more. So, man, and then they have poor Erwin lying there. Hanji says like he's dead, and this guy asks. He was finally freed from this hell, but we were about to call him back for another round. Man, Levi, I understand that. I understand that. But this is Erwin Smith. This is the only guy you can push through this hell and make it like a normal place. And he is up for another round. He would have been freed from this hell by finding his achieving his dream. No, this hell for him was fighting, was getting to the dream. How many people have died? How many events have happened? How many years have passed? And now he's here, he's almost here. By looking at that, everything that was behind, it stays behind. Like, yes, thank God, now we can move forward. This is not hell anymore. We did that. We get out of it. We got out of it. So I disagree with Levi in this regard. I mean, I understand him. And this is also a absolutely reasonable opinion and a way of thinking. But I disagree with that. I would help Erwin. I would hug him. I'd ask Mikasa and Sasha and the most beautiful girls hug him and say like, "Welcome, Commander. Please tell us what to do." And Hanji says he's dead. He's actually dead now. Oh, and but Armin survives, and everyone's crying and happy about him. And great, I'm happy as well. About Armin, I'm happy. About Erwin, I'm not happy. And if you combine this happiness with this unhappiness, it's more unhappiness than happiness. And to be continued screen. This was the episode, guys. I suppose this is going to be another super controversial one with people saying that I'm stupid and I have to consider Armin this, Armin that. I mean, I can argue with any single one of you, but I don't want that because it's really difficult. If you're writing 100 comments, I have to answer 100 comments, and like half or at least some part of them are just basically the same thing said on the different words. So just watch this video, and yeah, of course I haven't said everything I could have because it's like I'm sitting here and saying stuff. I have to be consistent. I don't have time to sit here and think. So I could have said much more, but this is how it goes. Just please don't judge me because of my opinion is maybe a bit different or completely different from your. And thank you for every one of you who can understand me, who listens to me, who got again with a whole discussion and sits here. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And even if you're a girl, thank you, bro, girl. Thank you, sis. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. That was quite a long discussion, by the way. See you in the next episode. Have fun, and yeah, bye bye.